wandering down to the village station. Always busy on the back road. Wandering down to the village station in Cunduftree. Watch the first two trains of the day pass each other. Killing time, really. And what better way than watching some trains, but killing time because my latest book, well, I say latest book, it's more of a compilation of great works, hopefully, and mine not included, although there are several of my layouts in it, and that's due with the post later. So rather than sit around and wait for the postman to come, I thought I'd go and watch some trains. I'm going to take you down with me. I've already heard the whistle in the valley of the steam engine that's been put on the Corwen service, so that'll be arriving from Corwen. I think there's a motorbike coming. You'll see it before me. Yeah. There you go. All sorts. It's rush hour. We've had a cyclist on a motorbike. So yeah, we're very lucky. It's not weather's not great today, but it's warmish, no sunshine, and so I was planning to walk up behind me, turn left out of my house instead of turn right, walk up the mountain a bit. The Lineside team have done a great job of clearing some of the vegetation along the curve as you're coming into Cunduftree, which means there's some good views from up there of the train sort of approaching around the corner, which haven't been possible for a while. So I've got my big camera with the long lens, and I was planning to go up there, but the light's a bit dull, and with the amount of zoom that was going to be required, I thought it's not going to come out particularly crisp. So instead I'd wander down. As far as I know, it's the Class 31 on today, which always sounds great. It's going to make me wish I was on board, isn't it? As I'm sure many of you would as well. Oh, more traffic. There's a car this time, bear with. Yeah. So we've had all forms of transport now. All we need now is a bus, eh? And we'll have covered all the bases. Yeah, so I'm just walking down. The river's on my left, I guess on your right, and it's just nice to be out, isn't it, and enjoy some fresh air. So it's been a busy August really so far. Been working obviously on commission still, but trying to juggle that around looking after the kids as well, as I'm sure many of you do. Yesterday on one of the concentrated time on it, so things sort of focus and glues and things we have. You know, it's you know, I'm sure many of you will be happy with it as it is. To me, there's quite a long way left to go, but there'll be more about that on next week's Friday update. And just before I came out, I was actually planning to do a little bit of my own work. I've been working on a Bachmann Class 24 that I picked up cheap from the rails sale a couple of weeks ago. Always had a bit of a soft spot for Sulzer Type 2s anyway, and it was just such a good price. And I always, when I'm building sort of 1970s British era commissions, I'm really just down to a Class 08 now in my own collection that's suitable, nothing else. So I figured, oh well, you know, it's an investment, isn't it? Or is it? Or is it just a treat? But anyway, yeah, so that's just been sat on a little diorama shelf I built that's actually for sale as well. But I built it as a bit of an exercise to see what might be possible in 00 on a Mosslander shelf. Anyway, aside, it's just been sat on there, slowly being weathered. So we've gone from, you know, under frame wash, building that up and looking at photos and adjusting it, getting these sort of pattern of brake dirt and fuel leakage and oil and gunk and grease. You know, the more you study the prototype, the more you can sort of build into a model. I'd also say there's an element of understanding the prototype, because you know, my background before I did this was an engineer, and so you know, whilst I'm no mechanic, I do understand how these basic things work. I studied at uni and things, so I think once you understand how the basics are working, then you can understand where stains and things might emanate from, you know, oil leaks might emanate from, where rust builds up or where rust is likely to take place, and work that into the finish. So yeah, the chassis come together really nicely, but over the last couple of days I've taken the chance in the evening, grab half an hour here and there, finish off the first wash on the body. So I was looking at that this morning thinking, oof, we might be nearly ready for the first coat of sort of airbrush dirt. I don't know if you heard that, a whistle. It's probably a bit too shrill to be the pannier. I think we're probably going to see 3802, but we'll see. And this must be heading down across the Fisherman's Crossing, so I suspect I'm going to get to the station too late to cross. Well, maybe not actually. They usually shut the gates actually after the trains arrive, so I can hear it coming in. I should show you the view. It's not bad, is it? Sorry, that's probably very dizzying. I've absolutely no idea what the reception's like either, so you might not be getting any of this anyway. I always find a bit of a black spot as we head down this way. So, hopefully I can just sit quietly on the platform and enjoy without causing any disruption. Been lucky enough this week to do a bit of travelling on the rail network. It's just reminded me of how much I enjoy travelling on trains. So, you know, if you're interested in what I've been up to, there's always stuff on the blog every day. So I think there's a post about my trip to Cardiff and the trains I encountered. And on today's blog, there's a bit of a design idea based upon something I saw in the sidings at Newport. So, yeah, it's looking around and finding inspiration, isn't it? And elsewhere on the channel, I'm not really a sort of channel person, am I? I don't do regular updates or anything, but I have filmed a longer form version of Beaverbrook is Live, but with proper viewing angles, which was quite nice. So maybe worth checking that out. Right, I can see the smoke. I'm going to flip the camera. We're coming up to the crossing here. Oh, there's a crowd. Oh. Nice to see some people waiting for it as well. Can you beat having this on your doorstep? You just can't, can you? Sorry, it's Tenderfirst. They have switched the service trains round, so the steam trains departing from Corwen first. So obviously normally this would be the other way round, and we'd see the front of the steam train coming through, and the diesel would be coming this way.
Morning, you alright?
Yeah. So we'll have a wander down. Morning. So they've done this new fence here at the on the platform. It makes a nice cafe area. I'm going to wander right down to the far end so I can get up onto the embankment and catch a shot of the Class 31s that are coming in as well. So, or hopefully.
No.
Morning.
Morning.
You all right?
I am here.
Not too bad.
Good.
Seems longer today.
Yeah, I don't know why they've
Pulled up slightly short, have
You
they?
would have thought they'd surely got another few inches at that end.
I think they probably do, but
Another foot, is it maybe?
yeah, yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Foot
How many
now.
have you got on?
Eh?
How many have you got on? How many carriages?
It's just 5, I think.
5.
Five in the buffet, yeah.
Always worth a chat with staff, isn't it? So we're climbing up the steps to the top here. We've got an issue because we can't quite see. Let's see if we can go down the back here in the jungle. Ooh. Possibly. Right, I'm gonna wrap this up for a minute, and you may or may not see me again. In fact, actually, I might just. I should have brought down a little tripod. I could have popped you down, and you could have enjoyed things from an alternative angle. But anyway, I'm going to. Thanks for watching and listening to my drivel this morning. Have a good day.